Hey, hi friends, this is Nitish, founder of StockMock. Welcome to yet another episode of the podcast series where we invite our guests to share their journey with us so that we guys can learn from their insights that can help us in our trading as well. We have done various podcasts earlier with Amod, with Saket, which has received a lot of good feedback, and many people have been asking us to do many more podcasts frequently. So that's why we are in this journey to do invite our guest so that we all can learn from them. Okay. If you are new to our channel, we would request you to please subscribe on our YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any video. So today we have invited our guest who is very active trader, who is very active on Twitter as well. He is a fitness freak. He is an NIT engineer. He has an experience with systematic trading and discretionary trading as well. So I'm very excited for this today podcast with Praful. So Praful, welcome.
Thanks, Nitish. Thanks for having me. And though I'm not sure whether I'm worthy of taking an interview, but I'd try to, convey my journey in as simple terms as possible.
Yes, look at it from my point of view. You are definitely worthy for this. So first of all, thank you for
Glad you
accepting the
feel that
invite.
way.
Okay. So Praful, my first question is, you are an NIT engineer. So how did you land into this world of options trading, and what motivated you to keep on doing this? For how long you have been doing it?
Mm, so Nitish, pretty much every trader story is the same. Nobody is like रात को सो रहे थे and suddenly एक enlightenment हुआ and I'm like, okay, from tomorrow onwards I'll be a stock trader. Nobody has that, right? So everyone has been introduced to the stock markets either by a friend or a relative or a colleague or a family member or whatever. So in my case, it was one of my colleagues. So basically, even during the college times, like I used to be very active. I don't know if people take it in a wrong connotation, gambler. I used to play card games, and even during my uh, uh, during my time during when I was working, I used to be a frequent visitor of the casino, so I was kind of inclined to these asymmetric risk reward probabilities and the kind of adrenaline high that you get during that gambling. So I was a gambler. I mean, not a degenerate one, but definitely I was a gambler. So that kind of always, but I never knew about stock markets.
Okay.
The only thing I knew about stock market was okay, मतलब कंपनी में से पैसे डालते हो तो पैसे बढ़ता है, कंपनी के साथ इकोनॉमी के साथ पैसे बढ़ता है बस. तो one day during my professional time when I was working, so I saw one of my colleagues scrolling through some charts, and then I asked, "What is this?" So then he's like, "This is stock market." And then what are these charts? The charts are basically the price movements and all that. So pretty much the same plain vanilla story. And then he used to be an investor. He was not a trader. So only he used to only buy stocks and hold them for the long term, and then 2-3 साल के बाद बेचना वैसे type. And then I also started dabbling into stocks, and then initial luck बोलो bull run बोलो तो उस 2018 2019 के टाइम पे मतलब कुछ ना कुछ आ रहा था. And then suddenly I was just like zero था पे मतलब कुछ ये कर रहा था, watch list पे कुछ add कर रहा था, and then suddenly I found C and P. तो देन आई वाज लाइक सडनली अच्छा रिलायंस है, रिलायंस के नीचे रिलायंस सी रिलायंस पी भी है, निफ्टी के नीचे निफ्टी सी निफ्टी पी हो, तो व्हाट इज दिस. एंड देन आई डायरेक्टली बॉट वन ऑप्शन सिंस सी this is where a lot of people have problems fathoming that okay bro, trading doesn't have to have this sad sob story कि मैंने अकाउंट को ब्लो अप किया, मैंने 3 बार अकाउंट खाली किया, मैंने 10,000 पे ट्रेड कर, आई मीन 10,000 का सैलरी पे ट्रेड कर रहा था, आई टुक लोन, आई हैड टू टेक लॉट ऑफ बीटिंग इन माय लाइफ. तो वैसे होना नहीं चाहिए. व्हेन यू नो दैट तुम्हारा बेसिक फंडा क्लियर है. तो आई डैबल्ड इन द मार्केट्स बिकॉज आई हैड अ स्टेबल इनकम साइड बाय साइड. तो ऐसे नहीं कि अगर मैं आज मार्केट में आज मेरा 2 लाख भी लॉस हो गया, 10 लाख भी लॉस हो गया, इट वॉज नॉट लाइक हाँ मैं रोड पे आ जाऊंगा, मैं भूखा मरूंगा, ऐसे तो नहीं था. तो आई बॉट ऑप्शंस. आई डिडंट इवन नो व्हाट ऑप्शंस वर, एंड आई बॉट अ फार ओटीएम कॉल ऑप्शन फॉर ₹2, एंड सडनली इट गेव मी इंस्टेंट लाइक 5 मिनट्स में 60,000 प्रॉफिट मिल गया. And I'm like, bro, this is like even exciting than casino. चलो काफी अच्छा adrenaline rush है. And probably I know as every trader's beginner's luck ends, so mine did. And after that, option buying पे मतलब loss होना शुरू हो गया. Even though the market was moving up, the calls were not moving. All those theta decay, all those intricate things started creeping in. And after that, I started knowing, okay, bro, this is it's not as simple as it looked in the initial phases. And after that, I decided कि what happens is when you're in public sector में अगर आप काम कर रहे हो, okay, when you're 22, 20, I'm sorry, when you're 22, 23, okay, जो पैसा है, जो power है, जो आपको वहाँ पे respect मिलती है, it's all good. But after that point, you know that hedonistic adaptation बुलाते हैं ना, it's pretty much similar to diminishing returns of marginal utility. So you're used to that, and after that you crave for something more. ये तो मतलब काफी mundane हो गया यार. मतलब जॉब इतनी एक्साइटिंग नहीं है, कुछ चैलेंजेस नहीं है, मतलब सेम चीज करते रहे. तो देन आई थॉट ओके, मतलब अभी मेरे पास कुछ ऑप्शन है, मेरे पास अभी कुछ ना लायबिलिटीज है ना डेट है, मेरे पास जो चाहिए वो सब है, एंड आई डोंट हैव टू टू मच मटेरियलिस्टिक रिक्वायरमेंट. तो मेरी लाइफस्टाइल मतलब काफी सिंपल रहती है. तो बेस्ड ऑन दैट आई टुक अ बेट कि चलो कुछ ना कुछ करते 2 साल. तो आई वाज लाइक ओके, ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा. तो बेसिकली मेरा ट्रेडिंग पे भी मेरा फंडा सेम है, लाइफ पे भी फंडा सेम है. आई विल सी द वर्स्ट केस, मेरे साथ इतना घटिया से घटिया क्या हो सकता है, वो होने के बाद भी मैं क्या ठीक रह सकता हूँ क्या. इफ द आंसर इज यस, यू हैव टू डेफिनेटली गो फॉर इट. तो मैंने सोचा कि ठीक है, व्हाट इज द वर्स्ट दैट कुड हैपन. ओके, आई माइट लूज ऑल माय सेविंग्स, probably I might lose 1 or 2 years of my life doing this. Probably after that, if I realize that okay, this is not for me, then I can again go back for a job. And वो एक चीज है जो कॉन्फिडेंस मतलब अंदर से आना चाहिए कि भाई देखो, मैं कभी भी मतलब कहीं पे भी जाके एक जॉब ले सकता हूँ, इतना तो निकम्मा नहीं हूँ. तो वो कॉन्फिडेंस अंदर से आना चाहिए. तो तब तो व्हाट हैपेंड वाज ओके, आई टुक दैट गैम्बल. ठीक है, फर्स्ट ईयर वाज ब्रेक इवन. So first year, I pretty much dabbled into everything: positional option selling, directional option selling, non-directional, short vol trades, long vol trades, options. What do you call the result-related trades on stock options, and then future trades, pretty much everything. So I dabbled in everything. And then even after dabbling into everything, even after the 1 year of prolonged experimentation, I was still in green.
Okay.
I mean, gross. Post charges, I was in red, minor red. Break even is समझ सकते हैं, but I was still in green. And then I was listening to the talks of these expert traders, these big traders, who said that okay, even I was not able to make money for the first 3 years in my market journey. And that gave me some sort of confidence. ठीक है भाई, मतलब अगर ये बंदा अभी यहाँ पे पहुंचा है तो 3 साल में उतने पैसा नहीं कमाया, मैं तो 1 साल में ऑलरेडी मैं पैसा कमा रहा हूँ. ठीक है, चार्जेस के बाद थोड़ा नेगेटिव जा रहा है, चलेगा. तो then I kept on, and then I realized the importance of sticking to one particular thing. So then once I started sticking to one particular thing, like I was into positional option selling. So iron condors होने दो, calendars होने दो, वो करता था. And after that, the gap started becoming brutal, and the management of those positions used to be a bit of a pain in the ass. So then I started replicating the same things in intraday. So that's when I came across, this 920 straddle, variations of 920 straddle, and intraday में strangle बेचना, intraday में call ratios बेचना, put ratios बेचना, and all that. And now I run a modified version of strangles in a discretionary way. And expiry day पे थोड़ा अलग रहता है. expiry day पे मेरा एक attacking strikes रहता है, एक 2 defending strikes रहता है, and then I roll it over and stuff like that. But pretty much it's delta management, nothing more than that.
Okay.
मैं मार्केट के साथ डांस करता रहूंगा, एट द एंड मार्केट मुझे टीटा मिलेगा बस.
Nice.
That's all it is. Though it sounds complicated, मैं डेल्टा मैनेज करूंगा, वेगा को ये करूंगा, वो करूंगा. It's all about like भाई मार्केट ऊपर जाएगा तो तुम भी ऊपर मूव करो मार्केट के साथ, मार्केट नीचे जाएगा तुम भी मूव करो नहीं मार्केट के साथ. It's as simple as that. There's nothing rocket science in that.
Okay. And you are doing this trading full time now?
Yeah, I'm trading full time, and I even run the algorithms for people, system trades. So whatever I do, it has been converted into a form of system. So that also like around it's not at scaled. I mean, मतलब अभी मतलब थोड़ा छोटा मतलब 2-3 crores पे ही मतलब चल रहा है, 2-3 crores funds पे ही चल रहा है. But I'm intending to scale it up.
Wow, nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful journey. I'll tell you for various reasons. First thing that you have said that I have also followed a lot is जो नितिन कामत भी हमेशा बोलते रहते हैं. नितिन कामत का मैं एक बार इंटरव्यू सुन रहा था प्रफुल, एंड ही सेड कि यार किसी ने उनसे पूछा कि यार हाउ डू यू मेक टफ डिसीजंस, एंड दिस इज द क्वेश्चन आई थिंक मेनी पीपल हैव. I don't know if they know the answer for this or not, but he said it very aptly. The same thing that you have also said कि यार I just while making a decision I see कि am I comfortable with the worst case scenario of this or not. If I'm comfortable with worst case scenario na, I'll just take that decision right away. If not, I'll try to manage that risk कि नहीं यार इसमें कम risk का कैसे ले सकते हैं. So I think that thing, after listening to him, I have also adopted this in a StockMock company while taking any decisions. And the same thing that you have also told कि यार मेरा worst case scenario क्या हो सकता है, मैं क्या उसके साथ comfortable हूँ या नहीं. It's a great learning from your journey. Second thing, I think when you said कि यार you are in a loss, you heard someone, you listened to other experts who are also in loss. तो आपको कहीं ना कहीं एक चीज आती है कि नहीं यार, I am not in a wrong path. That's what I think listening to someone else's journey, listening to podcasts like this, listening to podcasts and the interviews like Vivek Bajaj is doing a great work on this. That's where I think, क्योंकि trading का कोई step by step formula नहीं है. ये सबसे बड़ा I think issue है, and I think people who have cracked this market should share their journey so that people who are starting this journey can get lot of help in this. So जैसे आपको help मिली किसी और को सुनने के, I am sure आपको सुनने के बाद लोगों को help मिलेगी. And as you said,
Nitish, can I interrupt you here? Because I heard you saying that you have cracked the market. I truly believe that nobody has ever cracked the market. It's just that the period is conducive for certain strategies, for certain trading styles, and that might lose its alpha at any moment. As a trader, it's your responsibility, it's your job to keep adapting to the changing markets. For example, if there are a lot of veteran traders who are struggling in the current kind of market because they're still trying to force their good old strategies in the current state of market. Abhi market mein liquidity बढ़ गया है. The volatility, intraday volatility has gone up. But if you try to follow the same systems that you were using 3 or 4 years back, saying that, bro, I have already cracked the market, I have been making money consistently for the last 5 years. Now the dynamics have changed.
Of course.
So I think you can never crack the market. So if अगर मैं कभी कोई ट्रेडर बोलता है ना, तो usually whenever I listen to the trader, I'm least bothered about what he's explaining about his strategy or something. I only talk about how he talks about his general life. तो जनरल में उसका बिलीफ सिस्टम कैसा है, that actually percolates into his trading strategies.
True.
तो अगर उसको मतलब वो प्रॉफिट करता है तो मतलब एकदम खुश होता है, अगर लॉस होता है तो एकदम नीचे जाता है. एंड इफ ही थिंक्स दैट मैंने सही कहा, लाइक यूजुअली पीपल आते हैं ना, मेरा कन्विक्शन है, मैंने मार्केट का डायरेक्शन सही निकाला. अरे भाई, इट्स अ 50-50 प्रोबेबिलिटी. मार्केट में 2 ही पॉसिबिलिटी है यार, मार्केट इधर ऊपर जाएगा नीचे जाएगा. तुम इस बार सही निकला तो हो सकता है अगली 10 बार तुम गलत जा सकते हो. सो I don't think that nobody has cracked the market. It's just that everyone is doing something where everybody is earning their bread, making their living, just being a scavenger in the market. मतलब you can't capture the every point in the trend. You can't escape every curveball that market throws at you. तो कभी ना कभी मतलब तुमको भी मतलब घाटा होगा, हमको भी घाटा होगा. And now that is the point where we realize, bro, nothing has been cracked.
Correct. By cracking I meant कि उनको मार्केट की रियलिटी समझ में आ गई कि there is no holy grail in this market, and
exactly,
learn, and whosoever is selling the holy grail, just stay away. So yes, I'm very interested to know your journey of systematic trading and discretionary trading. क्योंकि होता क्या है, हम लोग ना ट्विटर पे एंड बाकी जगह पे बहुत देखते हैं कि एक सेगमेंट होता है वो सिस्टमैटिक को बहुत प्रमोट करता है, एक सेगमेंट होता है जो डिस्क्रिशनरी को बहुत प्रमोट करता है. बट आई फील कि यार यू कैन डू बोथ ऑफ दीज थिंग्स. लाइक आई हैव डन अ पॉडकास्ट विद साकेत, ही सेड कि आई डू बोथ ऑफ दीज थिंग्स like on a daily basis. So what's your take on this? You have been in the journey of both systematic and discretionary trader.
See, when people go for like discretionary trading, they are kind of most of the discretionary traders, at least in their beginning phases, they are not here to make money. They are here to quench their intellectual thirst. Usually discretionary trading में क्या होता है, I want to call the market's tops and bottoms. I want to catch the market's direction right. More than money, discretionary trading में usually क्या रहता है, at least in the early stages of the trader. तो कोई भी trader आता है, nobody comes with a system based trading. Everyone tries to हाँ यहाँ पे market ऊपर जा रहा है तो मैं call buy करूंगा, इसको मैं 10x पे sell करूंगा. तो वही होता है. तो usually, but as the trader matures, so he understands that discretionary trading is something which you can't quantify in systems, and you should never take pride in calling the tops and bottoms of the market. So that is discretionary trading. And system based trading, in order to develop the systems, you need to have some understanding of the market. And the understanding of the market comes only with experience, only with screen time, only with discretionary trading. So by doing more and more discretionary trading, you'll be able to build systems. You'll be able to find, okay, market's dynamics is in this way. So जो भी मैंने पहले system चला रहा था, उसको एक tweak की जरूरत है, so that it will start working better in the current dynamics. So I think you can take borrowed systems, but again, I don't know how long you can survive with those systems, because जैसे वो drawdown आएगा ना, तो आपको पता ही नहीं उसका characteristics, क्योंकि वो system को आपने develop नहीं किया. You haven't developed the system, you don't know the ins and outs of it, you don't know why that system is working. तो मेरे जब भी मैं system कोई भी system develop करता हूँ, because when I'm running algorithm, definitely it's a system based thing. So whatever that system is the amalgamation of my belief systems. Cool. मैं रिस्क को कैसे मैनेज करता हूँ, मैं मार्केट को कैसे देखता हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट्स से देयर आर यू एंड आई, let's say market is approaching a resistance. You say that, bro, it's going to be a breakout, and I say that, bro, it's going to revert back. That is why the trade happens. So this, you thinking that it's a breakout, it's not just your trading ideology, it's your ideology about overall life. आपका जो नॉर्मल लाइफ पे आप लाइफ को कैसे देखते हो, दैट पर्टिकुलेट्स इनटू योर ट्रेडिंग आइडियाज. तो मैं मतलब बिलीव कर रहा हूँ कि मार्केट ऐसे आके वापस नीचे जाएगा. सो इट माइट बी, आई मीन डेफिनेटली इट इज अमालगमेशन ऑफ माय प्रीवियस लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस होने दो, मेरा बिलीफ सिस्टम्स होने दो, मेरी लाइफ को होने दो, पैसे को होने दो, ओवरऑल मेरा how do I put it, my spiritual this thing. So it's all the amalgamation. So I feel that trading system, more than just entry exit rules, it is your own personality. You're putting it to work in the markets, because you're seen that एक ही expiry में option buyer भी कोई पैसा बना रहा है, option seller भी पैसा बना रहा है, directional वाला भी बना रहा है, but everyone enters and exits at certain points and all that. So they're doing what it fits their psychology. तो मेरे हिसाब से systematic trading definitely करनी चाहिए, because I believe this, if you're a discretionary trader and at the end you still have some system in place, आप कोई भी डिसीजन ले रहे हो, इट इज बेस्ड ऑन सम ऑब्जेक्टिव बेस्ड रूल्स. ऑब्जेक्टिव रूल्स के बेसिस पे आप मतलब कोई डिसीजंस ले रहे हैं. तो डेफिनेटली there is an underlying system even with the discretionary traders, apart from some things, oh, market sentiment hone do, news hone do, that you can't quantify in the system, that definitely like you'll be having a slightly upper hand. But when it comes to emotions, systematic trading wins hands down. And also the major advantage of systematic trading is it reduces your screen time, because not everyone loves trading, not everyone loves watching the charts and clicking the play, punching the orders and all that. Some people are in the markets purely to make money. Correct. They're not in it because they love trading. So for those people, it makes absolutely no sense to go for discretionary trading. They have to go for systematic trading because they don't enjoy the process. अगर आप process enjoy नहीं कर रहे हो तो क्यों कर रहे हो? तो just put a machine to do the job. Precise. But again, system trading, मेरे हिसाब से, in order to develop systems and in order to refine the systems with changing market dynamics, you need to have some amount of discretionary trading experience under your belt. This is what I believe. Because abhi, for example, let's say I use StockMock. Okay, I've used StockMock previously. तो मैं straddles जब मैं करता था, जब मैं positional से मैं intraday को switch हो रहा था, तो I was using StockMock because I'm a mechanical engineer and I know absolutely nothing about coding. And जो भी हम algorithm भी run करते हैं, I haven't coded it. I have my friend in my team, so who does that. So sorry, I digressed. तो coming back, तो StockMock पे मैं कितना % stop loss रखना है, कौन सा टाइम पे एंट्री करना है, कौन सा टाइम पे एग्जिट करना है, कितना प्रॉफिट पे बुक करना है. You can run all the iterations and you see that, okay bro, this is the best, this is the best setup. Okay, 927 को एंटर करना है, 28% stop loss लगाना है both legs पे, and इसको 30% पे ट्रेल करना है. So that is not the system, that is a mere curve fitting. अपने सारे iterations को लिए वहां पे अपने choose किया कि historically which has performed best, but that doesn't guarantee you whether it's going to perform the same way in the future also. But let's say I'm a discretionary trader and I know the logic behind the entry and exit of a trade, so I'll try to quantify that and try to put those numbers in this thing. Why I want to enter at 927? So ठीक है bro, recently what's happening is a lot of people are coming and shorting the straddles. So the volatility, the implied volatility is fairly low compared to the realized volatility. तो जैसे वो होता है तो within 5-10 minutes the volatility spikes back up. So if I wait for next 10 minutes, probably I'll be getting better prices for the straddles. So I'm just giving you one analogy. I'm just giving you one example ki how having some amount of screen time can help you have a strong logic behind building the systems. Because I see a lot of people, because I get a lot of messages saying that, bro, which entry time is good? 9:25 को entry करना है, 9:20 को entry करना है. Stop loss कितना लगाना है? 25 लगाना है, 30 लगाना है. I mean, मैं question पूछता हूँ, why do you keep 30% stop loss? What is the logic behind that? Bro, it works. Have you tried 40? That also works. Have you tried 17.5? That also works. Why 30? So the thing is, like, just in life, we all follow something, right? Like we are doing jobs, we are doing something, but we are like, we don't have the answer to why we are doing something. Even in trading, like if you are building a system, if you are giving an entry signal, if you are building an entry rule and exit rule, unless your why is strong, you'll ditch that system the first moment it starts giving drawdown.
Correct.
क्योंकि आपको पता नहीं कि पहले काम क्यों किया है. तो जब वो काम नहीं करेगा तो एड्रेस कैसे करोगे आप? आप कार इंजन डिजाइन कर रहे हो कि कार आगे चल रहा है, तो आपको पता है कि हाँ ये करने से आगे चलता है, बट उसका रीजन पता होना चाहिए कि क्या चीज है that is driving the car forward, so that when the car stops you know exactly what to fix. So that is where discretionary trading comes into picture कि थोड़ा हाँ मतलब मार्केट में ये हो रहा है, this is what is happening this is what the current dynamics of the market is, so by tweaking this I can make the system even valid for the current scenario.
And you can stick with the system for a longer period of time.
Yeah. You won't discard the system. You will tweak the system.
Yeah.
And you won't say that, bro, the edge has gone. मतलब बहुत लोग आ गए हैं. मतलब a lot of people are saying that, okay, because my April hasn't gone well. ठीक है? So I've made like just 1.5% in the month of April. अभी I'm just up 1.5 or 2% gross. So a lot of people say that, bro, a lot of option sellers are in the system and volatility काफी बढ़ गया है. You won't be able to make the money. Like you might switch to futures trading or directional trading or something. I know for a fact that my psychology is not fit for futures trading or directional trading. So I have to stick with the same system. So my why is, मेरा why rock solid है.
Correct.
मेरा why solid है. मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता वो मुझे पता है. वो मेरी बस की नहीं है.
Correct.
तो मुझे यही करना है. बट ये थोड़ा अभी काम नहीं कर रहा है, तो क्या करना है? डिस्कार्ड तो नहीं करना चाहिए, तो ट्वीक करूंगा.
Correct. And that's what you have also pointed out to a very important thing, which is a borrowed conviction. Like use for the same systematic and discretionary ki if I've bought something systematic which I don't know कि क्यों चल रहा है, and I think क्यों से आप उसको जब तक उस सिस्टम के पास बैठोगे नहीं, उस सिस्टम के ड्रॉडाउन्स नहीं देखोगे कि यार अगर मान लो लेट्स से यू स्टार्ट दिस सिस्टम एंड यू गो इनटू द ड्रॉडाउन फेज, आर यू रियली कंफर्टेबल विद दिस और नॉट. सेम गोस विद as well. I have seen many people switching from discretionary to systematic for the same reason that you have also pointed out कि यार that goes for your ego. लोग ईगो पे ले लेते हैं कि यार मैंने यहाँ पे एक रेंज सेट किया है and it is not respecting that range, how come it's happening? I'll overtrade that thing. So overtrading becomes sort of the other problem when you're doing with a discretionary trading. So it's like pros and cons for both of these things. System trading nahi chal raha, so we will feel like let's switch systems because we don't have conviction. If you are doing discretionary wo nahi chal raha, to ego pe aage we'll start overtrading it. So that's why I think you will also believe कि यार आपको अपनी personality, as you are saying it from the starting of this podcast, कि यार आपकी personality का extension होता है basically whatever trading that you are doing. कि यार मुझे discretionary suit कर रहा है, I love the process, I'll see the charts. That does not mean कि यार systematic is bad. It's just that it's not suiting my personality. So okay, and you have touched a very beautiful point that you have used StockMock. So I just want to know, and I know that you are doing a discretionary trading. So I want to know कि do you think कि StockMock has helped systematic traders in some way or has brought in more systematic traders into this market? And how should StockMock be seen from your lens by the traders?
Okay, so I'll be very honest about this. Definitely StockMock has made the backtesting 1,000 times easier. because not many of us have access to data. The data is expensive, and even if you purchase the data has it's there's a lot of noise in the data. You have to clean the data, which is a very laborious process. So StockMock ने definitely backtesting को 100,000x मतलब आसान कर दिया traders को, and it is revolutionary, no doubt about it. ठीक है, and I have used StockMock, and especially जो recent में जो आप simulator का किया है ना, so it's very smooth. I love that. I called you that day. I remember, like I called you and told you, Nitesh, like that simulator is just like makhan jaise chal raha hai. It's so smooth. Everything picks up, like that fluidity is very good. I like that. And but the problem with serving everything in the platter is, again, people don't know to handle the drawdowns. That's the only thing. Definitely StockMock has helped more and more people to switch to systematic trading, which is a great thing, because at the end, even I'll be switching to systematic trading because I can't do it forever. Correct. At the end, we want time freedom, we want place freedom, we want freedom to do whatever we want whenever we want. तो अगर मुझे discretionary trading करना है तो मुझे 9 बजे मुझे स्क्रीन के सामने बैठना पड़ेगा. So I'm not free yet. मतलब मेरे कॉर्पोरेट फ्रेंड्स बोलते हैं, भाई तेरा तो मतलब मस्त है यार, आज किसी दिन तुमको ट्रेड करना है तो कर सकता है, नहीं करना है तो नहीं कर सकते. भाई, इफ इट्स अ थर्सडे आई हैव टू ट्रेड, बिकॉज थर्सडे मेरा मैक्सिमम चंक ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स कम फ्रॉम थर्सडे एंड वेडनेसडे. तो आई एम नॉट कंप्लीटली फ्री. I agree that I don't have to answer to anyone, I don't have to commute, I don't have to get stuck in traffic, blah blah blah, but I'm still not completely free. But systematic trading, going into systematic trading, if I find a system which is completely a replica of my psychology and it is generating the returns that I'm expecting, then definitely even I'll be completely switching to systematic trading, no doubt about it. And discretionary trading is not scalable. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैंने जो कर रहा हूं तो मेरे अकाउंट से कर सकता हूं, उससे ज्यादा मतलब मैं एक और अकाउंट को बगल में ओपन करके कर सकता हूं. बट द सेम थिंग, जस्ट बाय क्वांटिफाइंग द सिस्टम दैट आई हैव डेवलप्ड, मेरा जो मैं जो करता हूं उसको ही मतलब मैं सिस्टम में बना के, अभी हमने एल्गो डेवलप किया दैट कैन पंच द ऑर्डर्स to 40, 50, 60 accounts in a second. Okay. That scalability factor is very important. And that's the thing. I mean, मैं तो whenever I'm backtesting a system, तो मैं returns को देखता नहीं हूँ. Recording start होने से पहले हमने बात कर रहे थे कि जो भी returns है वो risk के basis पे ही है. If somebody is returning 400%, he is taking that equivalent amount of risk. तो वो drawdown पे भी 40, 50%, 60% drawdown पे जा सकता है. And somebody is returning like 60, 70% returns, then probably his risk appetite is also less. So कभी मतलब ऐसे मत देखो कि कोई बंदा ने एक दिन में 10% निकाला, तो you have to ask him the question, bro, how much would you have lost if the trade has gone against you? If his answer is anything less than 5%, okay, ठीक है, 2:1 है, चलेगा. But if he said that, bro, अगर trade मेरे against जाता तो I would have lost 15% of my capital, then that's not a good trade, because he's a ticking time bomb. कभी भी उसका account vanish हो सकता है. 4 bad trades and he's gone. Very correct. Now, and when you are in drawdown, the important thing is that your ability to compound also gets hampered. And the second thing is you won't be able to take the same position size as before. तो वो बोलते हैं ना, तो for a 10% drawdown, you need 11% to make up. Exactly. For a 20% drawdown, you need 25% to make up. So that math. So मैं क्या देखता हूँ, for example, whenever I am doing backtest with StockMock, so returns तो ठीक है. Once my return and my drawdown is sorted, ठीक है, अगर I'm generating around 80% return and my drawdown is around 10%, I'm okay with that. 1:8 है, ठीक है, 8, ठीक है. More than that, what I'll do is I'll go into the individual days and I'll see what is the max loss in a particular day. हो सकता है कि the max loss, realized loss is हो सकता है कि 3% on a particular day, but my MTM would have made a low of like 6% on that day. बाद में recover होके 3% पे हमने close किया है. I would take that 6% as my actual max loss, because अगर ने मार्केट के पास एबिलिटी है कि तुम्हारा मार्क टू मार्केट को 6% तक पुश करने के लिए, the market would have closed there. How do you know? Okay, for me, I'm lucky that the market from 6% mark to market negative, I closed at -3%, and I'm saying that okay bro, मेरा maximum loss 3% है. But तुमने 6% को मतलब टच किया ना, वो क्रेटर पे गए ना, तो that is my maximum loss. This is again, I think, with the same logic and the same mindset that you have said, yaar, I will see what worst can happen with me. This again is an exactly. Of that. Yeah. Yeah.
and you say कि अगर max loss के साथ मैं comfortable हूँ तो probably I can take this again brings me, you have already answered this question कि how do you choose between different strategies. So I think this
Yeah.
also addresses that point कि यार you'll go check the individual dates, you will see यार किसका max loss के साथ मैं ज़्यादा comfortable हूँ अगर मेरे को series में losses आते हैं. And यार आपने ना एक बहुत important point उठाया, मैं सोच रहा था उसको pick करूँगा, which is like 400% किसी ने डाला, किसी ने 100% डाला, किसी ने 120% डाला. वी ऑल गेट वेरी एक्साइटेड, वी ऑल आर ह्यूमन यार, है ना. जब किसी के हम स्क्रीनशॉट्स देखते हैं तो हमें लगता है कि दिस गाय इज अर्निंग बिग चंक ऑफ मनी, बट वी नेवर सी कि व्हाट रिस्क दैट गाय हैज टेकन, what risk appetite that guy has. हो सकता है the person who is posting 400% screenshot, that guy has an ability to take 50% drawdown. We
Yeah,
guys,
there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
yes,
But question ये है कि do you have those have that mental fortitude? Does your psychology suit to take that kind of a drawdown? अगर वो बंदा 50 लाख से ट्रेड कर रहा है तो can you see your account immediately, the account size trickling down to 25 lakhs from 50 lakhs in a span of like 2 weeks? क्या वो देख सकते हो आप, झेल सकते हो?
right,
एंड नॉट जस्ट झेलना, उसके बाद भी अगले दिन क्या तुम्हारे में हिम्मत है कि जाके वो क्लिक करने के लिए कि सेम सिस्टम को फॉलो करने के लिए?
correct. So that's the pain point. I think many people like go away from this market because they come it with an intention that I also make the money, but the risk part is already hidden. So that's what they don't see, and that's why the problem is. So I want to touch on this aspect. What's your targets? Like, do you set any target कि यार if I'm doing this trade, I'm expecting this much? Since you have not doing any job, so you're totally relying on this trading aspect. तो आपका कुछ ना कुछ तो target होगा, monthly, quarterly, yearly. तो आप इसको देखते कैसे हो? How do people look for or set the targets for themselves?
So Nitish, I used to set targets, monthly targets रहता था, and that used to put me under some sort of stress. मतलब I used to still be an employee क्योंकि मुझे monthly targets complete करना है, sales complete करना है, वैसे टाइप. But then I understood that bro, market is not obedient to you. तुम्हारी बात मार्केट क्यों मानेगा? तुम जब तुमको 4% टारगेट है, उस मंथ पे मार्केट मुझे 15% भी दिया है.
Okay.
And when my target is the same 4%, the market has refused to give me even 1%.
Okay.
So I take each day as a fresh start. तो पहले मैं करता था, पहले मैं मतलब even now to a certain extent I still look at those numbers. हाँ, my target is around 5 to 6% per month fairly. तो जो भी ऊपर आता है वो ठीक है, बोनस टाइप का है. I try to make 5 to 6, 7%. Sometimes I touch 10, 12% also. And sometimes I make 2, 3% also. So what I've understood is just by keeping targets, you're putting a pressure on yourself, and then that will lead you to deviate from your system. Okay. Both in the longer term and in the short term. For example, I have lost few expiries क्योंकि मैंने last 70-80 expiries में मैंने कभी loss नहीं लिया था. All the 70-80 expiries have come out profitable no matter how the expiry was. Either green पे या break even पे. But on few days, when I said that, bro, today I want to come out 1% positive, I started taking additional risk, which was not suitable to my psychology. For example, हर एक आदमी का एक sweet spot रहता है कि वो इतना mark to market swings को आराम से झेल सकता है बैठ के. For example, each tick, if it's giving me around 5, 6, 10k loss, I'll take it. Every tick 5,000 ऊपर 5,000 नीचे जा रहे, ठीक है. But the moment it starts to fluctuate between 15,000 and 20,000 suddenly, then I'll start making adjustments होने दो या कुछ भी होने दो, which is not in the plan. पेपर पे नहीं है ना, वो सारे करने शुरू करते हैं. And the thing about that is you become a casino player again. You're not the house. When you start deviating from the plan, you're a casino player. Right. So the idea is to be that casino house. वो house बनना चाहिए for as long as possible. So that will ensure that ठीक है. So again, to answer your question, I don't have monthly targets, but fairly 5 to 6% is easily achievable. Because look at it this way, no, 5 to 6% per month with continuous compounding turns out to be around 70-80%, right, per year. And we are dealing with derivatives, which inherently has 5x leverage. So अगर हमारे पास zero leverage होता तो how much have we been generating? ऑलमोस्ट इंडेक्स के बराबर ही जनरेट कर रहा है. Just because we have leverage in the derivative segment, we are doing that, and we are taking a little bit of a higher drawdown. That's it. अगर Nifty monthly CAGR 10% है, तो by developing a product of Nifty which gives you 5x leverage, तुम कम से कम 50% तो लेना चाहिए ना.
Okay, great. So your target is 5+% in general. And I've also advocated कि यार अगर लोगों को 3% plus भी मिल रहा है and throughout the year if they're earning more than 25-30+%, they should be very, very satisfied. The point is,
they should be satisfied.
The term that you have used is very important and it is specific to every individual, which is sweet spot. आपको नहीं पता आपका sweet spot क्या है. हो सकता है आपका sweet spot हो 30-35% with a risk of only 2%. हो सकता है मेरा हो 80-90% with a risk of 10%. So this is very important for everyone, for me as well, to know कि मेरा sweet spot क्या है. And okay, great. So मैंने आपसे पूछा नहीं, I forgot, but do you trade in Bank Nifty, Nifty both, or you trade only in Bank Nifty or only in Nifty?
I used to trade in Bank Nifty. I used to run straddles on Bank Nifty. Even the algorithms पे Bank Nifty पे काम करते थे. But even in the algorithm also, there used to be some tick jumps. Bank Nifty is used to manage the index on expiry days. Nifty को मतलब कहीं एक position पे expire करने के लिए the Bank Nifty is used. So in that reason there will be like erratic spikes in Bank Nifty. And for a delta neutral player, pure delta neutral player, and when I say pure delta neutral player, pure theta eater. For example, all these straddlers are there, no 920 straddles. मतलब एक side का stop loss hit हो गया, they trail the other. Like they're directional players. They're not trading for theta. They're trading mostly for delta. If someone calls, bro, I'm a non-directional trader, and I ask him what you do, he says 920 straddle. भाग, तू trend follower है तू.
Okay.
So for a pure theta player, Bank Nifty is a bit of a wild animal to tame.
Okay.
But for if you are directional trader, Bank Nifty offers great trades.
Okay. And since you said you want to capture theta and you want to be with the market all the time, that's why you have switched to Nifty altogether now.
Yeah. And it's kind of a comfort factor. The movements अभी Nifty भी मतलब बहुत भाग रहा है. इधर उधर, but compared to, it's the better of the devils.
Right. And do you trade on all the days, or specifically, as you mentioned, expiry day is the most profitable day for you? And I'm very, very happy to know and surprised as well कि आपकी 70-80 expiries बहुत smooth गई हैं. It's very, very
smooth in the sense that's the thing. No, so whenever I'm reaching my risk appetite, I try to cut the risk. Let's say like on an expiry day, my maximum risk is 2%. But the moment I touch 1.5%, instead of trying to recover that entire thing, first I try to come back to -0.5%, -1%. उसके बाद मैं accelerate कर सकता हूँ फिर से जाके. Okay. So one expiry, I took a 2% loss on an expiry. That was like kind of devastating for me. मतलब लोग normal days पे भी लेते हैं, but for my standards, it was like last 60-70 expiries में मतलब loss ही नहीं हुआ and suddenly मैंने 2% loss ले लिया. So that was like, then I understood what went wrong. It's just that I took additional risk when my risk appetite had already been met 60-70%.
Okay.
So when you should know like when to push the button and when should not. तो accelerator तभी दबाना चाहिए when you are well within your risk limit. वो टॉलरेंस के बाहर जाते हैं तो आपका दिमाग सुनना बंद कर देता है. तो you start becoming all irrational and you start taking like all impulsive decisions, and which never works out. Probably it might work out once or twice, but in over the long run, irrational and impulsive trades will always lead to account drawdowns.
Right. Okay. Over trading is also a part of it. And okay, yeah, Praful, you have been into the job. Now you are doing full-time trading. I'll ask you one direct question. जब हम जॉब कर रहे हैं तो हमारा जो पाथ है वो सिग्निफिकेंटली हमें दिख रहा होता है कि आई थिंक आई विल गो फ्रॉम दिस लेवल टू अनदर लेवल टू मैनेजरियल लेवल टू एनीथिंग बियॉन्ड, एंड दिस थिंग इज डिफाइंड. I'll ask you a direct question. In options trading, what is the definition of success for you? Is it like if I'm making money, I'm successful, and if I'm not making money, I'm unsuccessful?
To be so okay, if you put it in a way that okay, if I'm making money, I'm successful. If I'm not making money, I'm unsuccessful. I would say that if you're making money, you're not successful. But if you're not making money, you're definitely unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Because
Elaborate.
like, I mean, is money the only parameter to define success? I know a lot of people who are making shit tons of money, but their other parts of life is like broken. तो वो लोग खुश नहीं है. So if you're not making money, you're unsuccessful because you're here to make money, which you're not doing. Your core job is missing. So you're unsuccessful. But I won't say that if you're making money, you're successful.
What is the definition of success for you?
The ability to speak truth to anyone at any point of time. I think it is from, I don't know, कोई एक philosopher का statement है ये. Flick किया मैंने.
Truth from your heart at any point in time to anyone.
हाँ, because what happens is freedom and success जो है, so most of the times we won't be able to say the truth directly to a person's face because of some obligation. क्योंकि we are not completely free. शायद मतलब how many times can you fathom the idea that you'll go directly to your boss and उसके मुंह पे बोल सकते कि भाई सर आपका आइडिया रद्दी है. आप बोल नहीं सकते. Because you're still, हाँ, your risk है ना. क्योंकि you're not free. You're not at reach that level where you can just go directly and say that, bro, whatever you're doing is wrong, or you're arrogant, or you have lied directly to my face, you're whatever. It might be anything true. तो कोई बोलता है कि the ultimate freedom, the ultimate luxury is the ability to speak the truth to anybody at any point of time.
That's amazing, यार.
हाँ, मतलब लोग बोलते हैं कि सक्सेस बोले तो मतलब एक टाइम फ्रीडम वो सब है, बट एट द एंड मतलब वो फ्रीडम के लिए अगर आप किसी को झूठ बोल रहे हो या किसी को मतलब आप मैनिपुलेटिव वे में उसको प्लीज करना चाह रहे हो, देन यू आर नॉट फ्री, नो.
I think the extension of this is also self-awareness. Because if you're not truthful to yourself, you may not be truthful to the other one as well. So yeah, you have to be first of all self-aware, and I think self-aware is something it impacts on your life. Whatever you do, it impacts on your decision making, and I think trading is all about decision making. If you're doing discretionary or systematic, it's decision making, and if you're not self-aware, then probably you will not make good decisions. You have touched a very beautiful point again, Praful. I'm loving this conversation, by the way. I want to do this more. Probably will invite you again to talk more about philosophy stuff, because I know there is a lot of things that are yet to be explored while having conversation. So you have touched a point कि यार पैसा कमाना is not equal to success. What you do beyond, apart from trading in your life, also determines if you're successful or not. Okay. So I know you're a fitness freak though. Okay. And you post pics to inspire. We all get inspired कि यार और आप healthy lifestyle अपनी जीते हो. Can you talk about that as well? And also touch on the two aspects. Like, do you relate this options trading world, which is like आप कर रहे हो, and this fitness stuff as well? How you are inspired to do both of these things together?
Well, I need to brush my teeth before I trade. Similarly, I need to work out every day. That's like जो जैसे रोज खाते हैं वैसे. It has become a habit. So it's simple as that. And what fitness does is मतलब जो लोग बोलते हैं कि जो it's just about physical appearance or something, that is the byproduct. Just like profits in trading, it's a byproduct. The main goal is in the process. तो प्रोसेस फॉलो करने से आपका मेंटल फोर्टिट्यूड होने दो, आपका जो विल पावर होने दो, आपका पुश करने का एबिलिटी होने दो, एंड द काइंड ऑफ सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस दैट यू गेट इन योरसेल्फ, एंड द काइंड ऑफ द ईगो बूस्ट. आई मीन ईगो बूस्ट, आई डोंट थिंक इट केम ऑफ इन द राइट कॉन्टेक्स्ट, बट ईगो बूस्ट बोले तो मतलब आपको जो वैलिडेशन मिलता है, हाँ भाई मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. I take ice baths every week. I take ice baths. I dip into raw 50 kg ice for 2.5-3 minutes, which is a very hard thing to do.
Yes,
correct. No, so it's like जब मैं वहां पे वो टब के सामने खड़ा रहता हूँ, तो my mind keeps feeding me all bullshit stories. छोड़ दे यार, इस बार कल करेंगे, छोड़ो बहुत ठंड होगा यार. मतलब it starts giving you all sorts of rationalization. But the your ability to suppress all that inner voice and take that dip, it builds action taking ability. मतलब जो करना है उसको करना है. It's more about that. एंड ऑफ कोर्स जो हेल्थ बेनिफिट्स है, योर मूड इज एलिविएटेड, आपके बॉडी में डोपामिन लेवल्स हाई रहते हैं, ऑक्सीटोसिन लेवल्स हाई रहते हैं, सो ऑल अदर थिंग इज दैट. एंड देन यू, unless you're feeling good from within, you can't give that out. Whatever is in that radiates, right?
Correct. And in this way you're training your mind as well कि जो करना है तो करना है. So
जो करना है बस. हाँ. And I love the process. And see, and another thing is, I used to be a very skinny guy. अगर आप मेरे previous pics को देखेंगे तो I used to weigh 44 kgs or something at same height. Okay. I used to be like extremely unhealthy. So 44? It was 44 kgs, yeah. Okay. So it was kind of like my own transformation kind of a thing. तो मतलब हाँ भाई, मतलब कभी ऐसे कभी दिखना नहीं चाहिए. So it's like, see, usually whenever you want to change something about your life, you get disgusted with your current state. Right. So currently, I'll be open about one thing which I'm disgusted about myself currently. It is excessive social media usage. तो मैं फोन पे इतना मतलब अभी बैठ रहा हूँ ना कुछ कर रहा हूँ, तो ऑटोमेटिकली इफ आई एम नॉट एबल टू सिट लाइक दिस फॉर लाइक मोर देन 5 minutes, ऑटोमेटिकली हाथ मतलब मोबाइल पे जाता है, कुछ ना कुछ स्क्रॉल होता है, माइंडलेस हो गया है. So that is, I'm developing that state of disgust. मैं लास्ट 2 महीने से ट्राई किया है उसको छोड़ने के लिए, बट हो नहीं रहा. You have to reach that rock bottom. वहां पे disgust पैदा होता है. When you generate the disgust, that is the place where you start taking action to change that. So abhi I feel that I'm reaching the point, where I was just in the morning, I was talking to my friend. I was like, bro, like just make sure that I turn my phone off at 11 o'clock at night, no matter what. Then it's like, okay, I'll make sure.
So okay, it's getting addictive, as it's said in psychology ki you change either because of desperation or inspiration. So desperation mein wo disgust wala part aa jata hai.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And it's amazing talking to you in both the aspects, for the life which is beyond trading and what you do in the trading. You're very sure of what you are doing, what to do and what not to do. So I would request Praful to you. Let's say many people, there are some people who are still struggling to make money. There are people who are fresh in this market who want to explore this market. What do you want to guide them? How do you want to guide them? Ki what should they do and what should they not do in this trading world? Because of a simple reason, I'll tell you why we started this podcast is we are getting so many mails and messages कि यार वो तो इतना कमा रहा है, फोमो बहुत ज्यादा हो गया है यहाँ पे कि यार this guy is making money.
सबको होता है, मुझे भी होता है कभी-कभी फोमो.
Right, but वो फोमो से like you are overcoming it through controlling your mind, doing various activities. Many people are not able to do it, so they generally fall in the trap कि it's a shortcut way to earn the money. So I want you to give piece of advice to them who are starting afresh in this market or who are struggling to make money in this market.
नीतीश भाई, मैं तो मानता हूँ कि आई एम नॉट एट अ प्लेस वेयर आई कैन गिव एडवाइस टू पीपल, बट मुझे जो पता है मैं बोलूंगा.
हाँ, sure.
बस. So whenever someone's starting new in the market, probably he should definitely go with some simple systems कि जो चल रहा है, ठीक है. Whatever first thing is, your confidence gets built not based on the skill set that you acquire, but based on the repetitive positive outcomes that you keep feeding your mind. ठीक है, मैंने आज थोड़ा पैसे बनाए, कल थोड़ा पैसे बनाए, परसों थोड़ा पैसे बनाए. इट माइट बी वेरी वेरी छोटा सा भी मतलब पैसे होने दो. द फैक्ट दैट यू आर एंडिंग ग्रीन, दैट गिव्स यू अ ग्रेट अमाउंट ऑफ सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस. And this game is about survival. The longer you survive in the markets, the better your skill sets would be. You develop more skill sets, you get a better feel for the market, and you can execute the trades better. Your capital grows, you become more matured, you start seeing more and more stuff about trading, and you know that, bro, सबका मतलब अपना अपना ही है. सबका जितना रिटर्न है उतना ड्रॉडाउन है, तो हमारा है, किसी के साथ कंपेयर नहीं करना. वो सब हम लोग डेवलप कर लेते ओवर द कोर्स ऑफ टाइम. बट द main aspect is to stay solvent for the first initial 1-2 years. Account खाली मत करो कि don't be in a state that you can't even return to the markets. That's the only thing. जो भी रिस्क लेना है ले लो, जो भी गलती करना है करो, but within your risk tolerance. And one thing which you should never do is take tips from others. आप पोजीशन लिए और YouTube पे देख रहे हैं कि ये बंदा, ये मेरा फेवरेट यूट्यूबर कल का एनालिसिस क्या बोल रहा है, मैंने पुट बेच लिया है. मतलब वी ट्राई टू गेट सम सॉर्ट ऑफ कंफर्मेशन बायस. मतलब कोई तो आके मुझे तसल्ली दे कि कल मार्केट यहाँ से बाउंस आ सकता है. तो you keep looking at different analysts, keep looking at Telegram channels. अगर कोई Telegram channels पे आप join किए हैं तो पहले exit कर दो.
Right. So we are looking for shortcuts and confirmation bias as well. कि कोई तो हमें बोले. And that's amazing, yeah. So, Praful, it's been a great session with you. I have had great takeaways through this session. My best one will be if you're not making money, you're definitely unsuccessful. But if you are just making money, then probably you need to
No, I mean, again, I'll just interrupt you. Sorry. When I meant unsuccessful in the field of trading, because you're in trading to make money, so you're unsuccessful. You might be a great father, you might be a great husband, you might be great with people, you might be great with your actual outside the trading job or something. But when it comes to trading, you're unsuccessful. And if you're making money, yes, you're a successful trader, but that doesn't mean that you're overall successful.
Yeah. I meant in the context of trading only.
Exactly.
Because if we don't even get the push, let's say अगर मैं अपने आप को ये दिलासा देता रहूं कि यार नहीं पैसा कमा रहा है, I'm good, but we have to change the process something ना. You are here in this market to make money, so change something, change the process, change your rules, switch from systematic discretionary, whatever suits you. So that's great. Praful, it's a very nice session with you. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for sharing your learning, not just in the context of trading, but otherwise as well. So I hope we'll invite you again, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि आपके philosophical sessions और हमें बहुत help करेंगे in our journey. So I'm very hopeful for that.
Thanks, Nitish. Thanks for having me here. मतलब थोड़ा तो I hope that I made a little bit of sense throughout the podcast.
Yes, you did a lot, man, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nitish. Thank you.
So I hope everyone liked this session. I enjoyed it a lot. So if you have enjoyed this session, please do hit the like button and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. So thank you. Take care. Bye bye. We'll meet you again.